This Magicka DK for PvP. I'll show a quick setup of what the character sheet looks like. So I am running 38,000 max magic, 20,000 max health. This is not in Cyrodiil, so you'd be really running about 25,000 max health, 16.5k stamina with 1400 magic recovery unbuffed. To buffed, you're looking at about 1651. I do run the Atronach. I am a vampire. Do use a tri-stat food. Alrighty, as for gear, oh yep, I have those poisons on, don't hate me. But yeah, for gear I am running front bar dual wield, Sword of the Seducer, back bar sword and boar Seducer. I am running Valkyscoria head and shoulders. I would prefer both of these to be sturdy, but I have not farmed them yet for sturdy. You do want a 5-1-1 setup, so a heavy head, medium shoulders. The rest of it is Seducer. I am in 5 light. So you want 5 Seducer and then 5 impregnable armor. The Seducer is going to really help with your sustain. It's going to give you magic recovery twice, max Magicka, and also reduce all of your magic abilities by 8%. It does give you great sustain. Whenever I'm 1v1ing, 1v2, 1v3, I have no problems with sustain whatsoever, especially with weaving in heavy attacks on your dual wielder sword and board to get that stand back really nicely. Impregnable gives max health, max stam, max magic, and 24/12 crit resistance. If you are doing a CP campaign, you can get your physical spell resistance up higher with CP, or you can leave it the way it is. It's still pretty tanky, especially if you're doing perma block, which I am, since all my traits are sturdy. My crit resistance is a little high because I have not changed the CP on my crit resistance, so you don't need to put anything into resistance for your CP. Kind of broke right now, so I can't change my CP. Yeah, so here's my current setup. I do 50 hardy, 50 element defender, 20 thick skinned, 48 ironclad, 42 resistant. This right here is resistant. I'd actually move it over to light armor focused, or even throw some into quick recovery as well to help your healing. For the green tree, I do 23 warlord, since you do have to break free a lot in PvP, 64 arcanist, 43 magic tenacity, 56 Shadow Ward for that reduced block cost. Again, that's very important to the build, is having that reduced block cost. And 24 into tumbling for when you do need a dodge roll. The blue tree, I haven't set my blue tree for PvP yet. The only thing difference that I would do here, so I would still run 56 elemental expert, 20 the elfborn, 40 into master at arms, and a 75 into thaumaturge. I would change the staff expert, since we're running sword and board and dual wield, over here to blessed. That way when you're hitting your green dragon blood, you're getting that bigger heal. Your burning embers is giving you a bigger heal. A little bit more healing overall. My front bar, I do have both sharpened. I did forget to say that. And then my back bar is powered and sturdy. For skills, front bar, I am running burning embers. It's good dot, it's good heal. Inner light for more max magic and magic recovery. Fossilize, it's amazing. Root, stun, whatever you want to call it. Flame lash definitely needs to be flame lash, because not only is it a harder hit than molten whip, it also gives you healing for when it does proc. And engulfing flames, it's a really good dot, and it's also going to buff your flame lash. It's also going to buff your burning embers, so definitely a must have in my opinion. And then shooting star for the ultimate, you can interchange this out with a dragon leap. I prefer shooting star personally. Also my dragon leap isn't leveled up, so that's another reason why I don't have it. My back bar, I do corrosive armor. This isn't a must-have. I mostly do it for damage mitigation if I need to reduce the incoming damage. You could choose either corrosive or magma. The only reason why it's on the back bar is for damage mitigation. If you want a little bit extra damage mitigation, you might want to choose magma shell because it does give you a damage shield. I do harness magic, although I don't use it very often, so there might be something you might want to change out for Flames of Oblivion. Give your back bar a little bit more crit and an extra damage. It does hit for about 5k every time it hits, and it hits total 3 times while it's active, so you can work that in with your bursting, since magic DKs do have a hard time bursting, especially without an ultimate. Igneous Shield, it's a good shield, also procs major mending. With the new patch, major mending does only stay active while your shield is active, so whenever I use it, I make sure I dodge roll away from my enemy. That way they can't destroy my shield. I pop the major mending, and then I hit my green dragon blood for that heal. Get the hardened armor, buff your resistances. Also, it returns magic damage to melee attackers, which is great when you're fighting stam users. Green dragon blood for your heal, and molten armaments for your buff. You can change this out for entropy. That is up to you. I don't have entropy leveled up, so I'm using molten armaments. In all reality, entropy might be better to use since it will give you damage over time. It is extra damage, even though it's very small. It does give you a small heal, and also it can increase your max health and also increase your magic recovery on your back bar. So structured entropy would probably be the better way to go for that one instead of molten armaments. Other than that, I think that would complete my build. Oh yeah, I'm a dick right now. I do use these poisons because someone was pissing me off using poisons against me, so I threw them on to use them against him. So yeah, I do have these on for when I see other people using them, because I'm just going to use it right back. I would suggest you do the same, especially if you're doing 1v1 duels in Stormhaven or whatever, and you see they're using poisons. You know, fight fire with fire, in my opinion. But any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. If not, give it a thumbs down. Don't really matter. Hope this helped out at least some of you. Have a wonderful day.